Bonsoir. For some, Christmas is a very joyous time where family reunites, and for others, it's a taxing experience that forces us to spend money we don't have and confront our very dysfunctional family dynamics. And it can also be a very lonely time with or without people around us. I have a somewhat ambivalent relationship to Christmas, especially since I divorced. But Christmas is an important time to my child, and the happy memories she has of it will stay with her forever. And in recognizing that, I began to reflect on the very intricate relationship between our physical home and our childhood memories. So today, here are a few tricks to invite and recreate positive childhood memories into your home. On y va? I'll admit it, I'm one of these people who see Christmas as a giant marketing stunt to consume things we don't need. So rather than prolong an already endless to-do list, I figured this Christmas we could make a different kind of a list of happy childhood memories linked to our five senses: smell, sight, sound, touch, and taste. It doesn't take a brilliant shrink to figure out that by introducing these elements into our interior, it'll enhance our sense of home. Let's start with smell. The sense of smell triggers our memory more than any other of our senses. So think of a smell that evokes joyful memories. It could be the scent of jasmine and blossom from a childhood picnic. Marcel Proust, in his Remembrance of All Things Past, wrote that a bite of a madeleine vividly recalled childhood memories of his aunt giving him the very same cake before going to Mass. I love the smell of the glue my sister and I used to make arts and crafts with. I recently bought it for my daughter and find it actually comforting to have around. Don't worry, I don't walk around sniffing glue all day. But whenever my daughter uses it, I like it. My mother used to put lavender under our pillows. I started doing the same thing, and my sleep is all the deeper for it. Your happy memory could be triggered by the smell of a fire burning, in which case you can get a candle that recreates that scent, or a particular perfume, the fragrance of the lotion your mother used to put on you as a baby, or the orange blossom essence from the late night concoction your grandmother made you. My mother used to cook with this very 70s orange pot, which I adore, and I love having it around for the holidays. It reminds me of the time my mother used to cook and my father and I would have conversations. For you, it could be a different kind of object or a color. It could be a photograph, your grandfather's rocking chair. Only you know what brought you joy. I had an aunt in Belgium we used to visit, and she always had these toffees around the house. Looking for them was like going on a treasure hunt and finding them so exhilarating. I love having them around in the house, and every time I find one, the thrill comes back. So think of a taste. It could be a certain kind of bubble gum or an old-fashioned ice cream flavor. Only you know. And make sure you have it around for Christmas. I had this blanket as a kid that I used to fall asleep with, and I find this adult version of it, which has a sort of similar touch, soft and fluffy at the same time. You might think it's regressive, but I guarantee you instant relief. But maybe for you, touch means something else. If you were not happy at home growing up, look for places and atmospheres where you were happy. For example, maybe you were a tree hugger or you like your tree house. In which case, walking barefoot on your hardwood floor can feel good to you. Or it can be a fake fur skin that reminds you of your first pet. I'll admit it, this one is way too weird. As French as it sounds, as a kid, I used to fall asleep to Chopin's Nocturnes. I can't explain how soothing listening to it still is to me. But to you, a soothing sound could be that of New York City sirens, the sound crickets make on a humid summer evening, the sound of a fire burning, or garlic on warm oil. It can be the sound of water if you live near a river, the sound of people laughing in the other room. Just invite those sounds back in your surroundings. Oh, and as a personal treat, I really recommend Bob Dylan's Christmas Theme Time Radio Hour, which you can find online. It's his own Christmas playlist, and there's some gems in there. Alors, how to create a positive Christmas vibe without indulging in consumerism. Take a moment to write down 5 happy memories from your childhood. Correlate them to the 5 senses: sight, smell, touch, taste, and sound. Recreate those 5 memories in your home through simple objects or gestures. And if Christmas is really not your thing, enjoy this exercise any other time of your choosing. And remember, this Christmas, focus on what made you happy as a child and indulge your senses. Voila, I hope this video will make your holidays all the sweeter. Feel free to share, how your senses revived happy childhood memories. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe to the channel, the little red button on the bottom of the screen. Voilà. Au revoir et joyeuses fêtes.